You feel it in your chest, an unshakable tension, like your mind is always running a race it can't finish. You're exhausted, but your thoughts won't stop. Even when you're alone, you're not really alone. You're in a war with yourself. And the enemy is your own mind. It's not loud, but it's constant. It whispers, "What if I'm not enough? What if I made the wrong choice? What if this is all for nothing?" It's in the way you overthink every decision. The small talk, the career move, the relationship, you feel the weight of it all. You know more than most, but that doesn't make it easier. You see the world in layers, and you can't unsee it. It's like standing in a crowded room, hearing every conversation, but no one knows you're there. You're too much, but not enough. You feel the pressure of expectations, not just from others, but from yourself. You expect more from life, and it's not always met. You're not satisfied with the surface answers. You need the truth, the hard parts, the messy parts, and the world doesn't always give it to you. You're left with a void that no amount of knowledge can fill. This pattern of overthinking, self-criticism, and searching for meaning is not unique to you. It's a common experience among those with high intelligence. You're not broken. You're wired differently. You see the world with more clarity, and that clarity can be a burden. It's like having a map that shows every hidden path, but no one tells you which one leads to peace. Why does this happen? Because your mind is like a machine that never stops. It's designed to solve problems, to find patterns, to question everything. It's not a flaw, it's a feature. But when you're too smart for your environment, your mind has nothing to do. And when your mind has nothing to do, it starts working on you. It interrogates you, analyzes you, it never sleeps. This is also rooted in the early stages of your development. You learned quickly, maybe too quickly. You were praised for your ability to solve problems, but never for your ability to feel. You were taught that logic was the answer, but not that emotions were valid. So your mind became a fortress, built on reason and logic, and your heart became a guest in that fortress, not a homeowner. You didn't know how to let it in. Your shadow also plays a role. The part of you that doesn't fit in, the part that feels like it doesn't belong. It's not just about being smart, it's about being different. You've always felt the tension between wanting to belong and wanting to be true to yourself. That conflict lives inside you, and it never stops whispering. You don't fit, you're too much, you're not enough. This shadow is not your enemy. It's a part of you that needs to be seen. You've spent so much of your life trying to fit in, but the more you try to fit, the more you feel like an imposter. You're not here to be liked, you're here to be understood. And if you're going to be understood, you have to be willing to show the parts of yourself that scare you. That's not easy, but it's necessary. Let's shift the lens. This pain isn't a flaw, it's a sign that you're highly sensitive and highly aware. You feel the world more deeply than most, and that depth can be overwhelming. You're not broken, you're awake. And being awake means you see the cracks in everything. But cracks are also where the light comes in. You have the ability to not just see the cracks, you can help others see them too. This is where the reframe begins. You're not here to fix yourself. You're here to find meaning in your struggle. Your intelligence is not a curse, it's a gift. It's a tool that can be used to heal, not just to solve problems. You have the ability to see the bigger picture, to understand the human experience in ways others can't. That's not a burden, it's a power. You can use your intelligence to create peace, not just for yourself, but for others. You can be the voice that says, it's okay to feel this way. You don't have to be perfect to be enough. Your pain is not a weakness. You can use your mind to build a world that feels more whole. That's not just possible, it's your calling. This is also about learning to rest, not in the way people usually think of rest, like closing your eyes and sleeping. It's about resting your mind. You can't stop thinking, but you can change the way you think. You can stop running the race in your head and instead take a walk in the silence. You don't have to fix everything. You just have to be here, right now, with your thoughts and not let them carry you away. You can practice letting go of the need to control everything. That doesn't mean you stop trying. It means you accept that some things are outside your control. You can use your intelligence to make better decisions, but not to make every decision. You can trust that you've done your best, and that's enough. That's a kind of peace you can carry with you even when the world feels uncertain. You can start to see your intelligence not as a burden, but as a tool for healing. You can use it to understand yourself better, to see the parts of you that need love and validation. You can use it to build a life that feels more authentic, more aligned with your true self. And that in itself is a form of peace. You can also start to see your pain not as a failure, but as a sign that you care deeply, that you're not numb, that you're alive, and that's a good thing. You can use your intelligence to create meaning in your life, even when the world doesn't give you the answers you need. You can be the one who finds meaning in the chaos. That's not just possible, it's your strength. You can allow yourself to be vulnerable. You don't need to be strong all the time. You can say, I don't know, and that's okay. You can sit with your thoughts, not push them away. You can give yourself permission to not have all the answers. That's not a weakness, that's self-compassion. And that's a kind of peace that comes from within. You can also start to notice the small things that bring you peace. A quiet moment, a deep breath, a moment of connection. You don't need to fix everything, you just need to be here, right now, and let the world be enough. That's not about ignoring your pain, it's about allowing it to exist without letting it rule you. You're not here to be perfect, you're here to be human, and being human means being messy, being uncertain, being vulnerable. That's not a sign of weakness, that's a sign of maturity. You don't have to have it all figured out. You can just be here, now, and let the rest unfold. That is not a sign of failure. That is a sign of depth. That is not a flaw. That is a sign of being awake. You're not broken, you're evolving. And that evolution is happening right now, in this moment, as you sit here, breathing, thinking, feeling. That's not a journey you need to be afraid of. That's a journey you're already on. So, what will you do next? What will you choose to feel, to believe, to let go of, to hold on to? You don't have to have the answers right now, you just have to be here and let the rest take its time. You are not alone, you are not broken, you are simply learning, and that is enough. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing. This is just the beginning of the journey.